A ghost within the echoes that I'll never leave behind. Your laughter haunts the shadows where I wander in the rain. Each memory a dagger carving deeper through the pain. I reach for you in darkness, but your warmth is out of sight. A fading spark of starlight in the endless lonely night. The world feels like a stranger without your gentle grace. Your absence leaves a void that time can never hope to chase. How do I keep breathing when the air feels so thin? Your absence is a wound spark of flame, 1,000 voices rising, calling out a single name. No chains can hold the fire that burns within our core. We march as one, unyielding through the battles we abhor. The streets are filled with dreamers, with the brave who dare to stand. Together we'll rewrite the stars with power in our hands. Our hearts beat like a war drum, a rhythm fierce and free. We'll carve a path to freedom for the world we love to see. The world may try to break us, but our hearts will never bend. United we'll keep fighting till the bitter bloody end. No force can crush the spirit that together we ignite. Our unity is a beacon in the darkness of the night. United we rise, with fire in our eyes. A tide of hope that lifts us to the skies. No force can stop the power of all destiny's no tempest can erase the warmth within your gaze, a sanctuary of space through life's intricate maze. My soul entwined with yours, facing each tomorrow with nothing left to hide. A promise etched in time, a destiny we seize. This love a grand design, bringing our hearts to ease. No boundaries can define the passion that we share. A universe truly divine, beyond compare. We rise above the fray with spirits unconfined, leading us each day, leaving no soul misconstrued. They feast upon our bones with laughter in their eyes. From their towering thrones, they watch our fading cries. The chains they bind us with, all forged in their disdain. A cruel and bitter myth of unending reign. Oh, the shadow of the crown falls heavy on the land, pulling our souls down by their oppressive hand. The rich devour the poor with hunger on a beast, knocking at freedom's door by their dark will of peace. A broken promise made, a future bought and sold. In the darkness they parade, stories left untold. Their justice is a yes, their mercy a charade, putting us to the test in this cruel masquerade. But from the deepest cracks, a spark begins to gleam, pushing against attacks, a revolutionary dream. The silence breaks and shatters as voices rise as one. No longer will it matter the battles they have won. The people stir and wake from slumber long and deep, for freedom's sake, promises to keep. The tide begins to turn, the power shifts its hold. A lesson they will learn as stories are fear can hold us back from reaching for the light on destiny's own track, shining ever bright. We open up our hearts to what is yet to be, playing our vital parts, eternally free. Guitar solo, blending intricate technicality with emotional melody, suggesting growth and optimism for the future. With a powerful, lingering resonance. Undefined, chasing fleeting dreams through the corridors of time. Every step I take feels like fate's pulling me near, a whisper in the dark, but the path is never clear. The stars above are calling, they light a guiding flame, yet every choice I make seems to twist the cosmic game. I wander through the shadows where the echoes softly scream, a labyrinth of chances caught within a waking dream. Am I the master or just a pawn in play? The threads of destiny weave my soul away. Is this my story or am I led astray? The weight of fate decides the price I pay. Shadows of destiny, they're pulling at my heart, guiding me through chaos, tearing me apart. I'm bound to the unknown, but I'll never break, riding waves of fate for my soul's own sake. The mirror shows a face that I don't recognize, a stranger in my skin with a fire in her eyes. The road ahead is fractured, a maze of broken stone, but every scar I carry proves I'm not alone. The winds of time are howling, they call me to the fight, to carve my name in starlight, to claim my endless night. Each heartbeat is a battle, leaving their children spark begins to gleam, pushing against attacks, a revolutionary dream. The silence breaks and shatters, his voices rise as one. No longer will it matter the battles they have won. The people stir and wake from slumber long and deep, for freedom's sake, promises to keep. The tide dissonance. Destiny's grand design, a tapestry unspun, a purpose truly divine. Until the race is run, the future a clear stream, flowing ever on, living out every dream, from dusk till rising dawn. We forge our own way through, with strength and guiding hand, our destiny fresh and new, across the barren land. Embrace the unknown path, with courage in our soul, escaping futures red, making our spirits whole. The future calls a distant shore, destiny's embrace forevermore. Unwritten scroll, our path unfolds, stories brave forever told. Embrace the journey, wild and free. Our future waits for you and me. Waking in the haze where the future's undefined, chasing fleeting dreams through the corridors of time. Every step I take feels like fate's pulling me near, a whisper in the dark, but the path is never clear. The stars above are calling, their light a guiding flame. Yet every choice I make seems to twist the cosmic game. I wander through the shadows where the forge my own tomorrow with fire deep inside. No chains can hold the spirit.